There could be a lot of death, there could be disease, there could be wars, there could be psychological imbalances, there could be a lot of turmoil in human life. Whenever these solar flares happen, great yogis rose in that culture. Will humanity bring disaster upon themselves, or will they bring realization and transformation upon themselves? The solar flare activity in the sun has gone up significantly, and it's going up further. Maybe about 17–18 months ago it started. When the solar flares increase, it has a significant impact on the magnetic field of the planet and the amount of radiation that happens, various things. I don't want to go into the science of it, but it has serious impact on all planets. Our concern is Earth. So these solar flares are happening, autonomic nervous system is seriously impacted by this, everybody knows this. I know this from what happens in my system, and I see how it is happening in other people's systems. Digestive system, your breathing process, your ability to digest, your ability to breathe and absorb what you need to absorb, everything is affected by the solar flares. So when this started, the solar flares started happening, and I felt certain things within my system. Then I inquired with a few people, what is happening? It's like this. Then they said the solar flares have kicked out. The next 6 years, they will be at a very high pitch, the kind of pitch that we have not seen in our lifetime at least. So now the solar activity, one way is in the Indian traditions and in scriptures and other things. I'm not an expert on this, but I know it has been said that when solar activity rises like that, there could be a lot of death, there could be disease, there could be wars, there could be psychological imbalances, there could be a lot of turmoil in human life and lot of upheavals in animal life, every life on the planet, because it affects your nervous system, digestive system, pulmonary system, everything. In this time, will humanity bring disaster upon themselves, or will they bring realization and transformation upon themselves? It is in the hands of human beings. I would like to see something very positive and wonderful happens. This is going to be next few years a charged up time on this planet. Are we going to use this charge for transformation, realization, or are we going to stab at each other, kill each other, do something terrible to each other because some stimulus is happening in our body? We don't have equanimity, then we will damage each other. This is where we are. You will watch it as it progresses. And whenever these solar flares happen, great yogis rose in that culture. At the same time, battles happen, disastrous events happen, sometimes earthquakes happen, because the magnetic forces in the planet and the thermal forces in the core of the planet are all being influenced by the solar flares. So, this, if you're conscious, this is a fantastic time, because I want you to understand this. It is only in the summer, when the sun is really hot, all the plants really burst out. They know how to make use of the sun's energy. Winter also, of course, you were complaining, but something new. Every season gives you something new to complain. Whether it is a climatic season or your life seasons, always complaining about something because you don't learn how to ride it. So these solar flares, for a spiritual seeker who wants to transform his energy, this is a time when everything is cooking really well.
So now, after listening to Sadhguru in this video, we surely might have come to know about the world scenario as to what is happening and what has already happened and what might also happen in the nearby future. Presently, we all might have come across the Bangladesh news. Well, is the changes in the cosmos, whether it's solar flares or any other thing, impacting us or our mind and body so much? We all know whatever changes are happening in the atmosphere is also happening in our body, because we are no different from whatever is there present in the existence. And so if solar flares are impacting us so much, time has come that we should take a hard step towards ourselves. Well, Sadhguru in many of his darshans have revealed that all this is happening because people have not realized the immensity of being human. Our physical body is a fantastic stepping stone for higher possibilities, but for most people it is functioning like a roadblock. The compulsions of the body are not allowing them to go forward. But apart from all these, if you just depend upon the predictions, that means you are running from taking the responsibilities of yours. So, if you realize the immensity of being a human being, then you won't predict, you will just create. Well, we all are aware about the news in Bangladesh. If you are someone who do not know, you can watch this video. While political landscapes of Bangladesh is witnessing one of the toughest time in history, Hindus and other minority communities are the most vulnerable as Islamist mobsters are taking advantage of the situation to attack them. And amidst these attacks, left liberals and Islamists have been either denying or justifying the attacks. So time has come that we realize that we all are humans first. If we really want to save ourselves, we have to be united. Many, including Sadhguru, has raised his concern for Bangladeshi Hindus. It's time that the Indian government message the upcoming government of Bangladesh regarding the minority safety in the country. Well, it's a great privilege that we live in a country like India. But time has come that we should all raise our consciousness. Being in sync with the very nature of our existence is an important part of balance and receptivity, a means of taking the body to the point where it is no longer a hurdle. So, to deal with these mental conditions that is going to happen, or say that has already started, if we become in tune with the very nature of our existence, then it can't affect us. The repetitive nature of cyclical movements or systems, which we traditionally refer to as samsara, is a necessary stability for making of life. If it was all at random, it would not be possible to house a steady life-making machine. So, for the individual person, being rooted in the cyclical nature is the firmness and steadiness of life. There are many sadhanas that is being done. The purpose is always to break the cycle so that there is no more compulsiveness and you have the right kind of foundation for consciousness. One must not forget that the basis of seeking is that one has realized that one does not know the nature of one's being. So instead of settling for the culturally convenient beliefs, for a whole populace to have the courage and commitment to seek the truth about themselves. This is the very basis of this nation that we refer to as Bharat. To preserve, protect and nurture the fundamental ethos of Bharat, the legacy of wisdom and unbridled exploration of life is a true gift to the humanity as a whole. As generation, this is an important responsibility for all of us that we should fulfill. So let not the limitless possibility that the sages of this land explored and expounded be lost in religious bigotry and senseless simplistic dogmas. Especially we all are youth. The young generation in this country are in larger number and also the foundation for future generation. So let's save the whole world for our future people to live joyfully and peacefully by transforming ourselves. If every individual of us will transform ourselves, then there will be no seed for hatred, threat and anything else. And now let's plead the Indian government to message the upcoming government in Bangladesh to safeguard the minorities in that country. And now winding up the video. Hope you loved the video and found it meaningful. And if yes, do not forget to give it a like, share and subscribe. And if you are someone who have not watched the first part of the video, you must watch it. And now, up to next, stay safe, healthy, happy and namaskaram.